As kids, we've always kind of been told that ghosts aren't real. They're presented to us by our parents as either the cartoons ghosts that we see, like in Scooby Doo, or they're just the people on Halloween wearing bed sheets as masks. But I've had real experiences with ghosts, and I know that those aren't real portrayals of them. The ghosts that I've seen, they look like people, just like you or me, and then that sometimes they can be scary, and sometimes they're just lost souls looking for a purpose. I remember that it was Christmas break my freshman year of college, so about 3, 4 years ago, and I was going to stay with my aunt and uncle who live about 20 minutes away from Champaign, and they're empty nesters, so both of their kids have gone to college and they're out of the house living their own lives now. So I stayed in my cousin Jen's room, which was just still in its how it had been before she moved out. And I remember going to bed, and it was probably about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, I could hear my aunt and uncle moving around in the other room, but I wasn't ready to get up yet. It was Christmas break. I wasn't about to get up at 5 or 6 in the morning to go to class anymore for a few weeks. So I remember waking up. It's that like hazy state. You kind of know you're conscious, but you can't really do anything about it. And I remember seeing someone standing there. Didn't think it was anything out of the normal. Thought it was maybe just my aunt or uncle coming to see if I was awake in the morning, because we were getting up kind of early to do some stuff that day before going home for Christmas. And I noticed that the person wasn't moving, and they kind of came towards me to look over me. I still, again, thought it was just my aunt or uncle, not anything crazy. And this person stood there for like a few minutes, at least it could have been a few minutes, couple seconds, I don't really remember. But then they moved the blanket over me to cover me, like, because the blanket had fallen over when I was asleep. I was like kind of numb, like in that sleep state, so I wasn't really able to do anything about it at the time. So didn't think anything of it, fell back asleep, woke up in the morning. I went and asked my aunt and uncle about it, and I said, hey, did either of you guys come in like earlier this morning and cover me with a blanket? And both of them said no, which I thought was really creepy. So I went and asked my cousin the next time I saw her, which was actually that same day, and I said, hey, do you remember, like, have you had any weird experiences in your bedroom? And she said, yeah. She doesn't really believe in ghosts, but she remembers in her room a couple times she had all these bookshelves, like, high up on the shelves, or high up on the walls in her room. And she said, yeah, there were some points in the middle of the night where, like, 3, 4 in the morning, where books would just fall off the shelves and land on random pages. And she said there were times in there that I felt like I wasn't exactly alone in the room, but nobody was in there with me. So the spirit wasn't really malicious, but it still has been like the defining moment in me believing in ghosts and other paranormal entities.